Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 7 as Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard. We're playing the Republic of Pirates, and speaking of the Republic of Pirates, we're about to declare war on Machiavelli of Spain because we're right on his border and it is ripe for pillaging. Declare war on Machiavelli. Now we have +2 war support, which is fantastic. We are going up against a sly fox who has a lot of diplomatic income. Now we are on par with him, but we absolutely cannot let him crush our war support. So we need to keep our war support high, and we also need to keep our ships alive. But the good news is we're in a very good position to do damage to his civilization and begin coastally raiding. So if we coastally raid right there, we get 30 HP. Plus what else do we get? 150 gold. That was for pillaging a dungeon. Beautiful. We'll take a step forward and explore his territory. We'll do another coastal raid. I think the goal here is to just pillage like crazy. There's 120 gold. Now I think the sloop, I can't remember if the sloop, which is our Republic of Pirates unique unit, I don't know if it gets a plundering bonus. Okay, lovely. We've got a cog here. Do I have the upgrade unit button mapped to a hotkey? See, upgrade unit. I would love an upgrade unit button because like there's just certain buttons that would be great to have hotkeys. As I get back into Civ 7, I keep finding these hotkeys and abilities that I wish I had. So I'm going to start putting together a fleet to go to the north to Machiavelli city of Giesci because I want to create a trade caravan from this silver resource here. Let's pull this sloop back to a nice safe location. I have a lot of ships healing out here, and I even have a ship or two that I want to be getting at a Port-au-Prince, but I can't afford it, unfortunately. My buccaneer over here, he was on his way to create a new town for me because we have that buccaneer special ability to create settlements, which is really powerful and really cool. Now, Pachacuti has also declared war on me, which is really interesting. We did plan to go to war with him later. It's going to be a problem because it will be a strain on our diplomatic influence. Wait, was that Pachacuti or was it Tecumseh? It was Pachacuti. Oh, I see. The leader list wasn't showing me everyone. That's annoying. You have to scroll through this. But let's add a bit of war support for ourselves. And mainly we're doing that to crush his happiness. But I think the big thing that I'm going to be focusing on producing in my cities is going to be diplomatic influence. Lafayette is offering me a local festival. I'll happily take that 4 diplomatic influence per turn from him. This brand new buccaneer has a promotion, and I have been taking logistics so that we can get an early order on these guys, even though I don't think these are the optimal promotions for ships. I'm going to send you around to well, no, I could send you south. I have 3 down south already, so I'll send you around to the west. I would like to build my naval arsenal. I also really want to build my wharf. Let's build the naval arsenal first. And if we place it in the same place as the naval station, we will get the haven, which gives us extra gold for treasure resources in our pool, plus healing ships. So we're going to go ahead and punk that right there. Beautiful. We have a defenseless settlement, which is Port-au-Prince. Now, the good news is we can buy ourselves a man-at-arms to defend the city. We'll have him fortified in the town, healing every turn. We stole this settler, which is beautiful. We may not use every settler that we steal, but we're definitely going to steal every settler that we see. Let's get our cog to shoot this carrack. We could, in theory, get this carrack and capture it for our side. So we've produced enough of a navy now to the point where I feel like I can build, like we don't need to continue to produce a navy. We can just fight to get our navy, which has tremendous advantages. Now I have a scout in the area. Let's get him onto this rough terrain. Oh, beautiful. That's actually a 4 treasure city right there. Wonderful. I'm very happy with that. We'll be able to get that treasure city next turn. We do need to consider our settlement limits and our culture. We definitely need to pump up our culture so that we can get more settlement limits because we're going to have a lot more options for settlements soon. Let's scoop up this carrack. We've got an enemy ship right here. Let's drop the carrack there. We'll have to wait for more reinforcements. I'll send us this sloop up north, and then I think we'll attack here. Look how many bonuses we have. +2 from city-states, +2 from niter, +3 from shipbuilding, +5 from order, +2 from military aid. That's a 49. Like, we're crushing them in melee. We did find another scientific city-state, and we are going to want to kill this one because somebody else is befriending them. So we're going to try to wipe them out. It would be nice if we had a buccaneer in the area. I might be able to get this buccaneer down there to grab that experience. It is worth 25 experience for a naval commander to clear one of those. So that's something you should always be thinking about, is like, what is the maximum value that I can get from fighting this independent power? I'm going to drop a single sloop on this tile to protect my buccaneer. And same thing here, just to make sure my buccaneers are safe so they can't be picked off. But our goal is basically to swoop in here to the west and ravage the Norman coastline run by Benjamin Franklin. Now, I'm going to park a couple of boats here in these atolls because I believe atolls provide a defensive bonus. Wait, I can't look up the different terrain types? I'm pretty sure atolls are supposed to provide a defensive bonus, but it doesn't seem to be in... God, I hate this Civilopedia so much. It's so much worse than pretty much... It's just a strict downgrade. That's what I'll say. I don't want to hate on it too much, but just know I'm not happy with it. Let's upgrade this cog, shoot this guy. We definitely want to clear out these enemy units if at all possible. Let me do a radar scan here. We did find some Cairns over there. I am befriending Oyatut Kabuli. I have a character in San Juan I want to heal. So what are we looking at? We're seeing a Treb. Step 1 tile in, move you in. We definitely want to shoot that Treb if we can. If we can kill him, because trebuchets do more damage to naval units. And then I want to do a coastal raid here because that's worth more money. Raiding his coastline. Lovely. Should be getting Buccaneer experience on that too. I could in theory move in deeper to get, but I want to stay in range of the army command or the Buccaneer. I could move the Buccaneer left and move him over here. Now we can do a lot of damage to his civilization. Move over here and heal. You're healing as well. Port-au-Prince is potentially in danger, but we do have a sloop defending it. We could use another ship or two to defend. It also wouldn't be annoying. I don't think it's worth it to settle for a single fox. This is where I wish I could... okay, we killed that guy. This is where I wish we could settle cities, but like make them into independent city-states. Or just like a non-settlement outpost. Here's Providence. We wanted to grow to the treasure resources because I think you need to get a certain number of treasure resources before you start spawning treasure convoys. Now, Thanay has just finished the naval arsenal, and I would like... Okay, there's plenty of happiness in here, so we could build a shipyard. I wouldn't mind the temple. I don't know if I want this to be my holy city. I think the shipyard would have paid good dividends. Just trying to think in terms of adjacency. It would get 8 production here, 8 production here. This at least would have a cooperative adjacency with this shipyard. What about the wharf? Where does the wharf provide any bonuses? Yeah, okay, so this location down here is better. So I'm going to grab the shipyard so that we can increase the production of this city. More production means more buildings. And now we can move a specialist. I think we'll put it onto the lumber tile because we want that production. Leptis has finished its inn. This city was struggling a little bit with happiness. I wouldn't mind if this was my holy city. So like I wouldn't mind building the happiness building there. I may consider building the shipyard first. It is going to cost us a lot of production. Something I wish about the UI is I wish it would tell me what the base cost is, how much the cost is being modified by, and how it's being modified. It's just that's a little bit too opaque in the UI right now, and I don't love it. Let's see, so where's the best adjacency for this thing? It does get adjacency from resources. So here's a +1 adjacency, and then here is also a +1 adjacency. So I think building it out over here is probably better. So we'll build our shipyard. It'll take 12 turns. It's a long time. We have a new pop to move since we crushed that fishing tile. I'll put it right there to get that 4 production. That'll shave a turn off. Every turn matters. Man at arms, I just want you to go to sleep. Your job is to fortify on that tile essentially. Now let's blast this Carrack. I think it looks like there might be a sliver of HP left over, but I think we can get this kill. Perfect. So we got a new ship. Let's shoot this crossbowman. The Buccaneer is at 49 out of 60 experience. I wish there was an easier way to, like if I hovered over this, like why doesn't that tell me the experience number? Like, oh, what's my experience? I want to see it, man. It feels like they wanted to get the UI out of the way of the player's eyes, but that just gets in the way of the gameplay. Like that's how I feel about the UI in Civ 7. Let me move my Buccaneer forward so that we can gather this experience. I'll shoot with my Carrack and then attack with my sloop. That will get me this ship. And then I could come forward and capture this cog as well. So we're getting massive capture gains. Definitely feels worth it to inject gold into San Juan, but maybe I'm better off just holding on to my gold for now. I'm going to move my sloop in from the ones that are healing down there. I think I'll keep my Buccaneer in position. You could do a coastal raid. Boom. So we pillaged the Casa Consistorial. Beautiful. I feel like the tooltips here show up way too slow. Like, I want to know how much money I just pillaged, but it takes forever to come up. Also, why isn't gold a nice gold color? We could do another coastal raid, a market and a bazaar. There's another 30 HP and another 150 gold. Oh, nom 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 nom. Oh, I could see a lot of gold in our future if we keep this up. There's quite a few ships down to the south. I'll send this sloop up northwest. I'll send a Carrack up to support. You need to level up and be healed. So do you. I have a sloop here. I'll send this one southwest. Hadrometum needs a repair on its brickyard. So this was what I was worried about with this settler, was the potential for units to show up out of the fog of war to attack it, but that's why we kept the boats nearby to protect it. Let's get our privateer up and our cog so we can start clearing this. We don't want to kill it immediately, we want to wait for this buccaneer. Speaking of which, I'm going to settle this city with this buccaneer. Boom. There's Newport. So now we get our first militaristic point. If we convert these cities to our religion, we will get our second point. And then if we settle 2 more and convert those as well, we'll get another 4 points. And that should get us the golden age. Okay, Newport. Yes, get those treasure resources. Newport, I'm going to invest in... I want to get to this resource sooner. I'm wondering if I want to invest gold into Newport. Port-au-Prince is safe. I'm trying to, like, it really is a question of, like, where's my gold most efficiently spent? And I think it is in my brand new towns to get them up and running a little bit faster. So I think a brickyard here with a saw pit here, that gets us to that T really quickly. Basically spend our gold to accelerate the rate at which we can get to these resources. So I'll drop a granary there. Plus it's worth 1 science per turn. And while that is a pretty marginal amount of resources, it's not 0. And if I can build another one here, we'll get straight to that silver. So the first 4 growth events will actually claim a resource. Comes to economic things, perfect. So we're just waiting for treasure convoys to spawn. So is there a way to tell? Okay, so 4 turns left, 5 turns, 5 turns, 8 turns. So we do have treasure convoys coming of a variety of values. So we took a little bit of damage here. Let me scoop up the wounded guy and we'll drop out use. Then we've got this carrack surrounded. Let me deploy all my boats over here. Since he's surrounded, he's about to have a really terrible day because we have the ultra flank on him. Pick up this cairn. 100% production for 1 turn for 200 science. I would rather just take the culture, take 2 turns off that. This is so expensive. You know what? We're not even plundering that many trade routes. Maybe it would be better to go for something else. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting El Escorial if I could. I think I'm going to save up gold to inject into Newport, both in terms of upgrading its coastal capabilities. I need to remember what adjacencies this gets. Resources and wonders plus military and gold constructibles. So definitely put gold constructibles there, which means my fishing quay and harbor are going here. But yeah, I want to inject a lot of gold into Newport because the wonder that I want to build requires a city on a distant lands. I can't remember what it's called. It's the emblematic pirate wonder. Need to bring this cog back to get upgraded. You're upgraded so I can send you out. You're going to heal. We want to stay away from J-Riz's borders if we can. It's annoying that my scroll wheel doesn't cause this to scroll, and it's annoying that they're so close together. So Talaria has erupted, which was a volcano in one of my towns. We also got guilds, so now we can start pumping up our influence and our gold and our culture. Definitely very interested in the influence side of things. The buccaneer that settled Newport, I want to get to over here. I want to settle this city right here. I wish I could settle it. I wish this was freshwater, and I wish this T was 1 tile down. But part of the reason I wanted to settle this city was for the canal. But now I'm reconsidering that because like a 4 treasure city is just so much better than a 3 treasure city that I am going to move up here and like just forego that bonus. This guy can get here in 9 turns. There's 11 turns until we have 11 turns to kill this, so he will make it in time, which is perfect. So it's very important that we keep at least 1 space between our hostile units and J-Riz's borders, because if he sees them, he might come for us. With Machiavelli, I think I can afford to support the war. Again, crushing his happiness, even if it's just a little bit, is very valuable. It looks like we're ready to execute a war here. Boom. We got that. Unfortunately, we are going to have to anger J-Riz because he has come forward. But we can use our sloop to at least get some gold and XP out of it. This cog actually needs to go back and get promoted. I didn't realize it was so low on levels. And I'll hide this sloop in this little bay to heal up. Take a moment to heal up on these safe little coastal waters. We'll bring you forward. Vomit out all your units in preparation of the war. You vomit out your units as well in preparation of the war. We're just about ready to completely put Benjamin Franklin's coastline under siege. Heal up for me, heal up for me. You go south, I'll pull you back to a safe distance. You can heal there, you can heal there. Nice and close. Do a little coastal raid on this. Perfect. Coastal raiding. Excellent. Make sure we kill this army commander. Let's pillage for health. Oh, that wasn't a health pillage. Well, thought it would be. Take out this crossbowman with our carracks. Move in with the sloop. Do a little coastal raid. That'll heal us. start blasting these knights. And we got an experience point on this guy. Now, I think the most important thing for us is to control the seas. Naval units within the command radius can move after unpacking. Naval units gain +3 combat strength when attacking. Naval units have first strike. I mean, engagement is great. A lot of these abilities are fantastic. Attacking land units, +1 ranged attack distance for naval units within the command radius. Bombardment is just disgustingly powerful for your ranged attacks, so I think we're going to go down the bombardment tree. Pillage that. I have a sloop down in Port-au-Prince. Let's clear him out. I don't know what to do with this settler, honestly. I don't really have the room for more settlers. We have a gargantuan navy with which we'll be able to just completely control the coastline. Truly living the pirate empire fantasy right now. Okay, you're a little bit in danger. Let's zip away from that danger. They're friendly in 6 turns, so you won't have to wait long before you can do something about that. I would like you to explore. You need to go get upgraded. We found Zhang Jieji. Very cool. It's a beautiful wonder, like beautifully rendered in the game. Like it's absolutely gorgeous with the birds and everything. Even though the birds are basically just like little 2D sprites, they still look great. Where was that? I kind of wish the screen would center on. Oh, it's right there. Oh, very nice. Plus 2 culture on rough terrain in this settlement. Very cool. Borobudur has been built by another player. Okay, town growth. So this is Sabratan. I think it's time to turn this into a fishing village. So let's do fishing town. Boom. That's going to help supercharge the growth in some of these towns. Port-au-Prince has grown. We have the treasure resource here. Let's grab the sea turtles. And San Juan, we're going to grab the extra spices. That's going to help us with our Diplo points. I'll take a 20% gold boost from We Love the Guild's Day. Boom. And we can plug in commune, not that we need it. I think turtles would be better suited in the capital, or even just like Thanay, where we actually have all our things. Yeah, we'll settle right here. I'm sad that we're not getting to the canal city, but a 4 treasure city is just too damn good to pass up. Bring back canals, hashtag. They're just water bridges, bro. So growing town, brickyard, fishing quay. I don't want to invest any money into Charlotte O'Malley because I'm in the middle of investing into Newport. And speaking of Newport, let me go to my resource screen, and anything that gives food, I want to put into Newport. Let me see, what do I have? I wish I could like tell, like, oh, I want to find a crabs. Which it actually turns out crabs is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm going to put crabs in Newport. That's 10 food per turn in here. That's going to help the city grow. I'm going to buy a sawmill to link to this silver. Boom. I'll build a stone cutter right there. And then the next chunk of gold we'll spend in here is converting it to a city, and then we'll continue to invest gold in developing this location. We found a Benjamin Franklin Carrack. Let's bring a buccaneer over. And we want to get the kill with our sloops because our sloops earn extra money from kills. So that's the platonic ideal of a military misadventure for us. Now, Benjamin hates us. I know his name is Benjamin, but I like calling him Benjamin because it just sounds so really funny to me. I don't know where that reference comes from, but it's just in my brain somewhere. We've got a ton of boats on the move here. Oh, hello, Carrack. I said that like he was an old friend. Hi, Carrack. All right, we've got some ships we want to heal up. And we do want to coastally raid. Plunder a trade route. They're really not worth that much in plunder. And it's good if we start damaging the walls of the city, because there's delicious treats inside these walls for us to eat like a tasty piñata. Coastal raid complete. Can you do a coastal raid for me? There's the heal that we were looking for. You come here. I'll move my commander 1 tile left so that you get a better heal. We'll do another coastal raid. Move you in here. Ooh, we can kill this knight, damaging his city. Mostly we're looking for the raids in here. So let's keep on raiding. Lovely. He's even gathering experience from those raids, which honestly seems kind of crazy. So I have a trader next to Kamagui. I would love to get next to Abelesia because that's 2 copies of wine. Let's initiate that trade. In Hadramedum, please get me a merchant when you're done. Also, can we repair your fishing boat that got damaged by a volcano? It's kind of hilarious, honestly. Leptis has grown. I still see quite a few high production, high food tiles. I think I'm more incentivized to go for production tiles right now, so I will. Newport has grown. We want to get these treasure resources online. That's a priority. We have a new buccaneer. Send him to the west. We are over the settlement cap. I don't remember going over the settlement cap. Oh yeah, it was because I settled this Charlotte O'Malley. Whoops, it happens. Okay, so Newport's going to be converted to a city. Wait, does Newport count as distant lands? It better, dude. It does. Did somebody already build my wonder? It must be built in distant lands coast adjacent to land that is not lake. Here we go, Havana Harbor. So I want to build the Havana Harbor right here because that will buff the gold tile and my haven. So I'm going to use gold to purchase the naval arsenal first. In the meantime, put a turn into... I guess we'll put a turn into the naval arsenal and we'll buy the naval station. Okay, we were attacked over here and we were attacked over here up in Gieschi. Let's handle Gieschi first. So we've got a caravel. Let's do some pillaging and some attacking. We'll get our sloops, sorry, not our sloops and our carracks into position. Now we're going to bombard the city center of Gieschi heavily here because our goal is to get to the juicy innards. Some of my sloops are a little bit hurt, so let me pull them back. Well, the fun thing is we can actually attack with them and then retreat pretty far. It's a big advantage of the sloop. Let me move a buccaneer here, get an attack with you, pull you back, move you in, get a sloop over here. That way we get the flanking bonus, maybe now we can get the flanking bonus. Okay. And then my buccaneer has earned a level up from all this fighting. I think half reciprocal damage is really useful. I seem to be fighting a lot of other boats, so being able to make this more efficient is good. Boom, almost no reciprocal damage. We take the shot here. We're gathering a bunch of experience with our combat vessels. Let's move our sloop up. Can I move my buccaneer to here? Yes. He should get a promotion now. We'll do this. So he has the order commendation. That's +5 combat strength to naval units. +5 combat strength is insane. Practically a superpower. Could pull a sloop in. Man, their range is so useful. Yeah, I don't know what you do against this guy. Like, I don't know what you do against this leader, because his ability, the Civ and leader combo, their ability to just reach out and touch you with their boats, and then if you have any losses whatsoever, their navy gets stronger. Like, they have such a strong snowball ability. Like, if you just take a handful of these like, it's the combination of all the abilities that just makes this oppressively strong. I will leave a single carrack in Providence to guard it, because I've been seeing, you know, barb units gathering. We can get some damage on this cog. He'll be begging for peace soon. I'll leave a carrack in San Juan as well to protect it. Just a single ship. Do some pillaging. I don't know if pillaging boats gets you gold. It gets you 60 XP. Or 60 HP rather, not XP. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't actually get you gold. Maybe this one got me gold? Yeah. Let's kill here with the sloop. And then move up the river. Do some coastal raiding. I'd like to coastal raid with you as well. Make sure we damage the city center again, because it's worth experience, it's worth doing. There are delicious treats inside the enemy districts. Machu Picchu has been built by another player. Come into Newport. I'm going to purchase the naval station on this tile with the naval arsenal. That's going to get us a nice buff of production, which we should be able to use for the Havana Harbor here. And now we're going to get adjacency from it. It'll take 11 turns. I'm very excited about the Havana Harbor. That is our emblematic wonder. So we do get a 30% production bonus towards it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 30% production bonus towards the Havana Harbor. Very useful. Okay, so it looks like they've spawned a new carrack. But that just gives us a delightful opportunity to capture a boat. I'll pull this sloop back and I'll pull a new sloop in. And then just make sure we keep damaging these districts. Do me a little pillage for a heal, but... Ooh, 100 gold. Lovely. I'm going to move my buccaneer one tile to the right so we can blast these city walls. And now we're clearing out the knight himself from that tile. Pillage anything? Yes, you can. Let's keep shooting knights and stuff. Shoot that guy right there. This cog needs to be upgraded, so I'll pull him back to a safe harbor. Pillage that for health, mostly for the gold, because it was a building that we just destroyed. Speaking of gold, I would love to inject some gold into Newport. We can't really afford anything. The wharf would be cool. Now, what does the wharf get adjacency from? Coastal terrain and navigable river and wonder. So I'm wondering if it would be better to place that here because it would get 2 adjacency from this tile. We'll see. Okay, we got another big naval battle outside Ravenna. Now, for some reason, we can't pillage this. It's because we're not yet at war with him. So let's declare war on Penjamin. It's a formal war. We have 1 war support over him. So I'll support myself again. It's coastally raid as treasure. Has to be a different civilization in distant lands to spawn a treasure boat. Okay, well, that's good to know. It's still worth raiding this guy for resources. So let's coastally raid here. This sloop wants to pillage for health. I'll bring my buccaneer over there. Let me pick up this unit. That'll give my buccaneer more mobility. Let's get this kill. Beautiful. I love this innovation of picking up the units that I've captured. Can you coastally raid this? Beautiful health. Dude, the ability to get health and gold from ruining other people's territory is just so good. I definitely want my guild hall. It's really expensive though. We'll save up for it. Looks like a treasure convoy has spawned from Providence. It's worth 2 treasure. So we shall embark it now. Exciting. Looks like one of my carracks was destroyed up over here. I think it was the one that we had just captured because they do have a trebuchet in this city. You can kind of see it if you zoom in. I'm going to move my buccaneer back a tile so that we can collect all the experience from the bombarding. There's a promotion on the buccaneer, and the thing that we seem to be struggling with in combat right now is attacking districts. So I might go for a bit of bombardment here. However, the advantage of this would be the extra range, and the range would get crazy good. So I might go the left side bombardment because +1 range is just disgustingly strong. It would allow me to get another 2 carracks here firing, which I feel like is a very powerful ability. Let me swap these two so this guy can get a pillage before he shoots. Higher health means more damage. Yeah, we're on the verge of capturing this. Retreat, you head north. We're now suzerain of Shanjing. +1 settlement limit is useful. Distant lands double culture is this, or double experience is crazy good. So let's make sure we take that. Okay, we're sending these little treasure convoys home. I will escort it. We have a treasure convoy in San Juan. Let's get it into the water. And a treasure convoy in Port au Prince that we can send off to the great beyond. Got this carrack surrounded beautifully. And so now we want to start sieging Ravenna. I mean, the units, at this point, when you have this many military units, they kind of blend together. But let's get the sloop to kill this guy. We didn't quite succeed because of the AI resistance on water. This time we'll get the kill. Bring this carrack forward. You come to here and pillage the harbor for gold. Coastally raid. You can shoot there and then swap with this guy who can then shoot as well. Oh no, he won't be able to, never mind. Can you coastal raid and shoot right there? Bringing up the boats. Bringing up the boats. Oh yeah, yeah. Got a narrative choice. Ah, lovely. So we get +2 combat strength on naval units. So we're even more disgustingly powerful. Our power level goes unchecked. Pillage and retreat. Now, let's kill this knight because I want to pillage this tile. Okay, the knight is dead. So we're going to coastal raid. Lovely. Beautiful. Almost his entire coastline is burning. This buccaneer almost leveled up too. A lot of ships that I just have to tell to sit still. Ooh, free settler. I should leave some units here to prevent other people from settling. This is genuinely, game-breakingly disgusting. I stole a Soakman. It's like that unique settler of, what's-his-face. I'm genuinely shocked that the pirate civics don't have a settlement limit on them. Even just +1. They'd probably be overpowered. I mean, they're already overpowered. Let's be real. It's a super fun gameplay pattern, though, to have this. Okay, we've got a city to grow. Hadramedum is ready to grow. I think we love production, so we're going to grab this camels because it's worth 4 production per turn, plus it's a resource. Providence has grown. We want to grow towards the treasure resources if we can. J Riz is giving us a local festival. Thank you, J Rizzler. J Rizzle the Rizzler. In Newport, I'd like to buy some buildings. Like, I would love to buy the Guild Hall. There's a really nice Guild Hall right here. It provides an adjacency bonus to the naval station while also getting +3 adjacency bonus itself and giving us 6. So this is just a beautiful tile. This is a similar tile. This is a beautiful tile. We do need to stay abreast of the happiness in here. It might be better for us to build the inn because the inn is going to give us a lot of happiness, which will give us headroom for building and buying other things. So yeah, we'll go for the bazaar. Well, should probably get the temple. I'll put the temple in here. The happiness is just really low in this city. Carthage has finished its naval arsenal. There's a lot of things I really want to build in here. The guild hall is one of them. I could build a +2 guild hall right there and a +2 inn, and that would also get me an adjacency bonus on this. I would also love to build my wharf. There's a +3 adjacency wharf up over here. It's actually a +4 adjacency. I would love to build my shipyard there too. What's more important to me? I really do think that this diplomatic influence is just key. So I'm going to grab that Diplo influence. In Hadramedum, we finished a merchant, which is honestly fantastic because we wanted to trade with Abalessa. I'm going to talk to J Riz and improve trade relations with him. I'm going to get myself another merch. I can create a religion since we got our first temple. Anything that looks watery. I'll call this religion the drowned man. So our first belief is going to be, +2 relics for the first time conversion of a city-state is really strong. +1 relic for the first time conversion of your own cities is okay. +2 relics for holy cities. I think I'm going to go for conversions of city-states. Let's add a belief. So we can get science for every foreign settlement and science from our own settlements. We can get culture, gold science for every tile that has a natural wonder in another civilization settlement following our religion. That's pretty good. Gold for every foreign settlement and your own a little bit. +2 culture for every tundra tile. Happiness. Culture for every plains tile. Influence for navigable rivers. +4 production. All buildings receive a happiness adjacency with the temple. That's not bad. Covenant. +3 science, culture, happiness, influence, and gold. If you retain this belief and gold on your temple in your holy city. I think I'm going to go for tithe. Feels pretty good. Like tithe feels pretty damn good. So there's culture and happiness. Excellent. We also just got economics. So the Grand Bazaar is available to us now. We don't need naval production boost, so we'll just leave that there. We are researching mercantilism because we were heading towards colonialism to see if we could get mastery. What about theology? We could gain a relic and an additional belief. If we go all in on religion, we can get a huge boost to our gold, science, culture, and happiness. So I think we're gonna go all in on science, or all in on culture, or all in on missionaries right now. I think that's a good transition point because we would love to get a point in culture. We're not I would say we're pretty close to getting enlightenment. We just have to wait until we actually finish researching education. We're about 60% of the way. 50%. We're about like halfway through the age in terms of turns. Yeah, we're waiting here. Let's use our Karak to clear out these enemy units. We're sending treasure home. Oh man, we got a huge fleet we need to deal with. Let's handle up here. We did lose a boat up here, but we can kill this Karak now. So that's the Karak killed, and I think it teleported somewhere. I don't see it, but it should have been converted. We pull you out of the city and move this guy in, and hopefully he can start damaging the trebuchet. This cog needs to head home to get promoted. Make sure we kill this knight, even if it upsets J-Riz. That's the J-reality, the J-rizality of the situation, man. Sometimes you gotta upset your bro. We take out this Chevalier, maybe in 2 or 3 attacks. And the nice thing is we'll probably get a level up here. Excellent. I do think that +1 ranged attack radius for naval units within the command radius is disgustingly good, so we are going to go left side bombardment. I'll move my sloops up along the coast, the ones that have acted at least. We'll blast that army commander, blast that Chevalier. Let's move some more sloops up the coastline, which is the plan and the play. Make sure we're gathering experience from shooting Ravenna, and we are disgusting what we're doing to their coastline right now. I'm going to keep you two guys out here to protect our backline in case Mr. J. Rizzle gets ideas. I have 1,000 gold in stock. Can I purchase something in Newport? I would not hate the bazaar. How bizarre. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Bloom, 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 bloom. How bizarre. So I want to stack as many percentage bonuses in my capital as possible. So let me get those turtles in there. Newport, I want food. So crabs would be great if we could find some. There's some food in this cotton. I'll move that down there. We'll move another cotton down there because we want this city to grow. Basically, cotton is like the perfect resource for Newport to grow and prosper. Or as I like to say, to pull a Leonard Nimoy, you know, live long and prosper. We want to kill this Carrack. Let's do it. Beautiful. We've got a city over here that we can do some pillaging on. We have a little bit of a navy for it. Let's pull these boats back to heal up. They've done a very good job. We have a treasure convoy. We are gonna, I think I can get away with sending this guy out on his own. I don't think you're going to be able to get much pillaging off, so I'm going to just pull you back to a safe distance. Yeah, there's nowhere safe to pillage here. So I think Athenai has been scrambled like an egg. So I think we're going to pull out of Athens. Resist the urge to make that joke. All right, we've got a treasure in the water in San Juan. We're going to be able to send that to Hadramedum. I'll send a Carrack to the south. We need to find more coastline to pillage. I've got a cog over here I can level up. A lot of coastline we can work on. We do need to be aware of the war support situation. Charlemagne has declared war on Machiavelli. That's good for me. So there's education. We now have universities. One of the big powers of universities is the fact that it gives you +1 science on quarters. Districts are when you place an urban tile. Quarters are when you have 2 fully built buildings of an appropriate age. So this can actually be worth a lot of science. Also, the specialist limit is really good. The Schwegen Zedida is really good too. However, I think somebody has already built that. Yeah, somebody's already built that. Now the question is, do we go for architecture to continue to sim city behind our massive armies and stuff? Or Do we push for gunpowder to get a higher tier of military? I personally think that we should consider science sim, production sim. Also, like, we don't have our dungeons. So I think we're going to go for machinery mastery for production on camps and woodcutters now, because we do have a lot of camps and woodcutters across like the entire empire. Again, I wish that that would highlight how many you have so we could see like, oh, look at that. We're going to benefit like 23 production from that. But the game doesn't show you those numbers. Lapithus, we have a lot of like good ones we could turn this into. We do get a lot of benefit from fishing towns, which would help us tier up our cities now that we're late into the age. So let's do a fishing town. We should be starting to see really good food numbers in some of our cities. Rosgunier has grown. This is another city I think we can turn into a fishing town. So Rosgunier, let's make you a fishing town. Boom. You're going to send your food to all of my cities. Carthage, Leptis, Thenay. Weirdly enough, Hadrammetum is not in there. I think it's because it's not actually connected, because we lack a city over here. We'll probably get one like next age, but we'll see. Port-au-Prince has grown. So let's grab whales. Whales are just straight up +5 production, which is fantastic. So let's grab the whales out of Port-au-Prince. It's better in a city. We'll put it in Thenay. We've got Newport pop growth. Let's grab the silver as a treasure resource. It grows again in 5 turns. Charlotte Amalie has grown. I definitely feel like there's a value here in putting a couple of tiles here. At least, at a minimum, like a brickyard saw pit combo right there, so that we can put a farm here and get these juicy resources. Closest city for this treasure convoy is Thenay, so we'll keep escorting it. My little scout, yes, grab that. You can lose gold or gain happiness. I'm just going to take the happiness. It's a turn worth of happiness. It's not the greatest, it's not the worst. I gotta say, the game definitely feels a lot better than it did on launch. It's really nice. So Abelesia, I'm going to trade for that wine. And that should actually be worth like 20 culture per turn. Like, wine is super powerful resource-wise. I have a buccaneer over here. I still need to spawn a treasure fleet off that silver. Let's pull this sloop back to safety. We'll shoot this Carrack once. We'll shoot this Carrack twice. Then we'll slam him with you. Come forward. I think you got a promotion. We can get the +1 range on you. Excellent. Yeah, so now you can hit, or in theory, you can hit a little further. Yeah, we will go spawn that treasure, I promise. I think this treasure convoy should be able to make it home without escort. This one, I don't care if I escort. It's only a single treasure. Come on now. Is that even worth it? Like, really? You know, if they have Blackbeard as a leader, they should bring in an anti-piracy leader, right? Like the counter pick, like a privateer with a special, with like a combat bonus against pirates and the ability to put a sanction on someone that lets them, like, you know, lets their ships act as pirates towards them, but only them. You know, you could do something. I think there's a lot of really cool design space for stuff like that in this game. Is it worth development time? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe a mod. Okay, we got a huge battle going on here. Bro, is there a way to disable the UI? I'm going to step my Buccaneer back a tile because I want to gather as much experience and also just kill as much stuff as possible and be as obnoxious as possible while gathering that experience. So break that city tile. Excellent. Damage these land units. We definitely have naval dominance, like on a level that I don't even know what you do against. If a player is doing this, what do you do? Like, this is disgusting. San Juan has grown. Let's focus on getting some food tiles up. We will want to put some gold into this city now. So let me do a fishing key. I'll put a fishing key right there, plus a harbor right there. Then I think we could justify a granary, maybe a saw pit and a brickyard right there. As for the more expensive buildings, I don't think we can justify those because they're just really, really, really expensive. We do have enough gold to maybe buy a building in Newport. We could buy the wharf, which we don't want to buy that until we have the Havana Harbor. Hadrammetum has finished another merchant. Let's trade with J Riz, and I'll want at least 2 more merchants, so I'll queue those up in Hadrammetum. Trading's very valuable thanks to all of the abilities that we have. We've got a 3-point treasure in Newport. We'll send that back home. I've got a buccaneer over here. I should really have a boat in that buccaneer. Let me come into Lapithus and I'll buy a sloop to get in him, so that will speed him up. It has that weird ability to go fast when he has a unit inside him. Same thing with this buccaneer. I'll speed him up by putting a unit in him. I'll bring this cog back to level. Now, they've got a couple of trebuchets being annoying here, as per usual, but we are able to take them out. Let's capture those districts and keep on blasting. Pull you back to heal. You need to heal. You need to heal. Need to just get most of these guys out of here to heal. Good, start rolling up this river. I see at least 2 potential pillages in this land. A lot of potential sugar to capture down here. I mean, like, that's 1, 2, 3 sugar plus 1, 2, 3 like cocoa. Man, actually, there's a city like right here is a really, really, really powerful city that has like insane resource potential. I'm talking 3 sugar, a pearl, a wine, 3 cocoa. No, 4 sugar. Like, this city is crazy. I feel like I have to settle this. So I'm going to send an infantry with him to protect him. Distant lands are not. Like, settling this, it gets a little bit of coast, like enough, plus a ridiculous amount of resource. Look at the resource density is here. That's insane resource dense. I can't believe no one settled that. Okay, let's have a look at Ravenna. We're going to do the same thing again. I'll move this guy back so we can start blasting the Chevalier for experience. Again, we want to pillage this tile. I'm going to take bombardment so we can get rid of land units faster. Left side bombardment for range as well is part of the plan. Chevalier is now dead, which opens us up for pillages. I did not mean to capture that city. I don't necessarily want to raise it, but I did not mean to capture it. So I'll be raising it. I will not be trying very hard to keep this. It was not my intention. Blast you, and you're a melee attacking sloop. Gathering that juicy experience. This buccaneer has leveled up. He's got 2 commando points. Let's grab engagement. So when my units are defending, they're going to be stronger. Plus, we're going to be able to grab Fusillade. So naval units within the command radius that have first strike. So they have +5 combat strength at full health. Let's have a look here. So we can get second wind, which gives us an extra attack and 2 movement points. Heroic assault, which deals direct damage to a unit in the command radius that has the same domain as the commander. So basically he can do a direct damage ability to a naval unit. +1 movement for naval units or +1 command radius range. I think command radius range is disgustingly powerful because it basically triples the number of tiles that you can apply bonuses to. You know, if you click on this commander, right? Normally you can control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. Now you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 18 tiles. So it actually triples the number of tiles that a commander can affect. Very powerful. Very powerful. Command radius, super strong. Looks like there's a bit of combat unfolding up here to the north. Let me pull a commander over. Capture you, and then I'll get this sloop to hide inside my commander. Also, we got some experience on him to the point where he can get a level now. So we're going to grab bombardment so he has more attack range. Beautiful. We'll get that nice pillage off. We don't get much gold from pillaging these, if I remember correctly. You really want to pillage buildings, but you do get a little bit of gold from pillaging rural tiles. Emikusi has erupted, and Machiavelli is offering me peace. Here's the thing, I don't want peace. So there's machinery that's +1 production on camps and woodcutters. That's beautiful. In terms of technologies, we could get food on food buildings. We could get combat strength on infantry units. We don't really need that happiness. Food is good, but we don't need it. Production on clay pits and mines and gold buildings. This feels like it has a lot of potential to improve our economy. Production is, of course, king. We do have a defenseless settlement. It's Ravenna. I have no plans on keeping this. If they want to take it, they can. I don't like that we're low on happiness. This volcano has been doing a number on my units here. Let's tap the repair all buy button. Let's grab this discovery as well. Happiness is kind of rare right now, so I will take it. Okay, my buccaneer has made it over, so we can now safely disperse Autogust, which will really piss off whoever was trying to befriend them. I don't even remember who it was. Let's go for more bombardment. We want to be able to reach out and touch people on the shore. Kill this boat to get it under our control. We'll zip you away. Let's slurp up some ships. You've got a cog in you. I'll bring you back to get you promoted, or to get units inside you promoted rather. Treasure convoy can nearly get there in 2 turns, honestly, which is honestly really nice. This sloop exists to get inside this buccaneer to give him +2 movement. First treasure convoy has made it home. Loading up this fleet into the buccaneer. We'll wait until more of them are healed before we move on down the coastline, and we can start pillaging for more. Oh, there is a trader down there we might be able to grab, actually. Need to be keeping an eye out for those kind of opportunities. So coastal raid, this please. That will get me... I'll take the happiness again because I'm struggling for happiness right now. Coastally raid this mine. Thank you. Lovely. Getting all that gold from coastally pillaging. There's a shipwreck over here to the west, but we've got these carracks to deal with. Got 2 trebuchets in the city. We're murking them, that's for sure. Raid for some health there, chief. So we're not trying to defend Ravenna. We're just gonna move along the coast with our huge giga fleet. That's the basic idea. Is we shimmy our whole fleet along a tile. Well, 2 tiles at a time, thanks to the caravels being able to move twice and then shoot anyway. And in this way, we have a conveyor belt of death coastally raid for me, trying to break these districts so that we can get to the delicious pinatas inside. Blasting away. Oh wait, we're not collecting that experience. That's not good. Most important thing, right, weirdly enough, is to collect the experience, because the exponential power from collecting experience is insane. So this won't be a flanking attack, but this will be a flanking attack. Capture that boat. Beautiful. Gathering experience for that buccaneer. I've got a little haven over here where people are healing. Don't actually want to piss J Riz off to the point where he hates me. It's not the goal. I'm here to pillage for gold and stuff, man. That's all I want from you. I want to steal all your money. Speaking of stolen money, we can spend it now in Newport. I could be building a bigger fleet, but I think spending this money on building up my economic capabilities is absolutely worth it. Speaking of which, I think we have a couple of really good university tiles. Like right here. This is a big science buff. So we'll buy the university there, and we'll probably try to buy more stuff in here once we get more gold. We've got more carracks joining the front. I do want to have a certain amount of carracks protecting the seas, preventing people from slipping by on alert. So I am going to have like groups of carracks around on alert, preventing people from slipping through the cracks. Yeah, there's not much to pillage. You may as well blow that guy to sunder. It's worth experience. I love getting those kills, seeing that experience just pop up. Num 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 num. Jurchen has been defeated. I think, well, Shanjing was defeated. I'm sad you can't liberate city-states. Coming into Thanay, we've pretty much run out of good production tiles. So now is when we consider, like, what specialist do we want? We know we get +2 science, +2 culture. What matters more to us in terms of specialist? Like, we do need to think about our science yield here, because we need to get 40 yield or more in a single non-city center tile. So let's have a think about this. So this is worth, right now it has a yield of 11. So 11, we can add another 4, 6, 7.5. 11 plus 7.5 times 2 is 11 plus 15, which, because we have 2 spaces for specialists, so that would be 11 plus 15 is... 11 plus 15 would be 26. So I don't think we would be able to get the bonus here, especially because some of the yield is food. Whereas I think we might be able to get it on this science tile. Because if we think about it, right, observatory plus university, so that's 8 plus 8 plus 6. Sorry, it'd be 11 plus 11 from the university plus, you know what? I think we're just going to have to build it to find out. I think we're going to go for the science tile here. Now, it would be 8 turns to build that university. I really do need the guild hall, but the extra science for university, I think we could build up a really strong tile here. I think there's something to be said for that. Yes, treasure me, boom. Turn 63. We got our first economic legacy points. We got a treasure convoy from Charlotte Amali. Let's make that move out. I have a cog here who's coming home to level up, and then I want to bring a bunch of units back to level. And then I have a privateer whose job it is to explore. I love seeing these little atolls with their yields. Bring back ocean cities in the future of the game. Oh, a settler! I could have stole that. I love that they're bringing back things like capturing settlers, but like in unique and interesting ways. +2 fleet treasure points. Oh yeah. We're halfway through the first economic legacy point. Very nice, very nice. We lost a carrack to a trebuchet attack. Let's see if we can't kill this trebuchet over here and then pillage that tile. I'll pull my buccaneer back a tile so this carrack can attack, and then I want to bombard you. Let's pillage this. Beautiful. Go ahead and pick up this shipwreck. I don't want to lose 100% culture for one turn. That's not worth it, so I'll take the influence. I am very happy with what's going on up here in the north now. Like, we're getting so much value from like, if nothing else, leveling up my naval commanders is like disgustingly useful, and having like getting gold from our military is like also pretty damn good. There's a lot of just passive good things happening from invading and pillaging our enemy's territory. Like, boom, get blown up, nerd. It's 120 gold. Like, this ship, sure, the sloop costs what, like 4 gold maintenance per turn or something? Like, if I, what is it? 29 divided by, or 145 divided by 29 is 145 divided by 29 is 5 gold per turn. So a single 120 gold pillage pays for 10, 20, 24 turns of this ship's existence. We're pillaging there, and then we're going to loop around down here to see if we can get more pillages off. And the really, really important thing is that pillaging doesn't just generate value for me. It also generates negative value, i.e. it hurts our enemies. The important thing there isn't just that, like, I'm getting ahead by getting resources. I'm pushing my enemy behind by taking away their resources. And that can almost be as useful or as important as the first bit. Okay, we captured that unit. Pushing along the coastline with our sloops. Pull you back 1 tile so you can get this shot off. I'll push you forward a tile. Pillage, move, pillage, move. Buccaneer, no room to move. That's fine. We can still get some XP. I want to pull this Buccaneer back to here because there's still a lot of XP to be gathered from fighting on this tile. Lovely. Let's go for bombardment. We like the extra range on naval units. It makes them really, really strong. Attack here and here. Pull you back to a safe distance to heal. Pull you back to a safe distance to heal. Beautiful. We're starting to pillage down here in Gades as well, which will be really annoying for our enemies. Enemy has taken back control of Ravenna. We don't care about that. That's not us. Okay, there's theology. So we'll get a relic. We'll get an additional religious belief. Guilds will give us gold and production. Excellent narrative choice here. I think I'm going to grab that extra chunk of science. We can grow a town. Rusicade has grown. We probably don't need to keep growing this town. 18 turns to grow is actually not too bad. We might let it keep going. He's growing. Choose a tech. Okay, so we could go education 2, which is worth science and relic. Science and relic is really good. Feudalism is worth food. I mean, there's just so much food in these mastery techs. Let's pick up some food and science. Maybe I should get the science first, because the science will then pay for those other techs sooner. We could choose a new belief, so we can get an enhancer belief. Newly founded cities follow our religion. Combat strength for military units in friendly settlements that follow the religion. When a trade route is established to a settlement, it is converted to your religion. I love Dawa. Dawa is my favorite one. Missionaries gaining 1 charge is also excellent. Gain 2 missionaries when you build a wonder. +1 relic slot in science buildings. I love Dawa and Zeal. Because Zeal gets you more out of the few missionaries that you build, and Dawa gets you religious conversion out of your traders. So it's a question of, we're not going to be doing that much trading, so I think I'll just go for the missionary Zeal. Coming into Leptis, the city has finished its shipyard. I definitely want some more buildings in here. Like, I would love to build the wharf here. This has huge potential, 10 food to whatchamacallits. I don't know why it has -1 production. I don't know where that's coming from. But yeah, we'll build a wharf there. I have a really hot take about production in Civ, and my hot take is that buildings should have a production upkeep as a throttle on runaway production. That's my nuclear Civ take. I'm going to grab culture, because culture is way harder for me to get than anything else. So getting, like, supplementing my build with culture that I technically shouldn't have is really useful. Anytime a narrative event is offering me culture, I'm going to take the culture unless there's like a major downside, because it is difficult for me to get culture. My culture is relatively speaking low compared to my science. My science is like, cause that's just kind of the way that I ran my game. Oh, can we get this kill? Yes. Okay, we're stealing more ships. We have 2,000 gold. Let's go into Newport. We can purchase the guild hall here. I'll drop it right there. It'll never pay for itself, but this city would never be able to build it if I didn't buy it. Medina isn't owned by anyone. We could get it, but I want to save my diplomatic influence. I mean, sure, we'll befriend Medina. Why not? Alternatively, we could kill them and get 25 experience on our commander, which is like 1/3 of one of his levels right now. Nah, let's just go looking for kills elsewhere. Hello. We found Tecumseh. We're not at war with Tecumseh. Yeah, let's make sure we go to Cath to trade. My poor little sloop here is going to shoot and scoot. Shoot and run away. Let's kill that Treb. Then we'll move this Carrack forward. Can you actually reach this? You can. Oh, amazing. Another level on this Buccaneer. Let's get bombardment on him. Now that's a good ability. The fact that he's going to start doing splash damage. Oh, buddy. We've got our settler in position for the insane chocolate factory town. Don't be afraid to get kills. Everything we kill hurts our enemies. And in a competitive game, everyone is your enemy. That's the thing that you've got to remember. All right, we'll move you 1 tile to the left. We'll shoot you. We'll move you up. Almost get this kill. If I move you across, the sloop can get the kill. Move this sloop up. Blast. We're in the process of moving our sloops. Coastal raiding as well. God, there's so much clicking involved in this strategy. It's like one of the downsides is just the amount of clicking. Now we are moving in for some pillages here on the left, which I'm excited for. We should be able to get a good flank off on this guy, taking him on, even though we don't really have much in the way of military support. He got away. Oh, that's fine. Sometimes they get away. Now, one of the really big powers of this sloop is the fact that it can attack and then pillage enough to heal. That's one of the big power spikes of any unit that can attack and then move. It doesn't really piss anyone else off that it doesn't group the resources by type, but instead by like, I don't know, order of acquisition. Like, bro, please just put my jade together, put my silk together. Come on, man. You're so close to getting it right. It's so... God, I just, like, why? Why is this cotton not beside the other cotton? It's like ID in the list. It's like they clearly have been assigned some sort of ID, and the crab's ID is higher than this cotton, but lower than this cotton. So it just, come on. Just list them alphabetically or something. Anyway, I tell you what though, this has been an insane pillage rampage. Like, his entire coastline is burning. I want to have a look at how is our Sim City actually comparing to some of the players. So we're pretty competitive on science with everyone except for Benjamin Franklin. Pachacuti is just crazy right now, so we actually need to pillage the hell out of him. But we're pretty competitive, I would say, across a lot of dimensions. We do need to keep it up, however, because I think we're not too far off a potential Pachacuti. Like, he already has Machu Picchu. Now, he might be playing the Inca, is he? No, he's playing Songhai. Is anyone playing Inca? Okay, Charlemagne is playing Inca. So it's possible that he built his emblematic wonder, or it's possible that someone already has urban planning and built it. Now, I don't remember who built it. If I had been keeping track of that, it would have been useful to know. But what basically the point is I'm trying to say is if they start researching future tech, this age could end very quickly for us. So we do need to we need to stay on our toes, basically, and keep our goals in mind, right? Like, we need at least to convert some of our settlements to our religion in the overseas. We need to get a lot more treasure home. We need a lot more relics to get a point, and I do think that we'll be able to hit the science stuff. The science stuff should be the one that we can get the best, because we have the cities for it, we have the adjacency bonuses, we have the growth from all the farms we're running. So I'm not scared about that. You should really be a farming town. I would love a trade outpost, but the raw food output going to my cities for the adjacency is just like so damn good. Like, look at Carthage, look at all this food it's getting. That's just disgusting. So we're supercharging Carthage. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!